fictional universe, Adam and Lucy, renowned trophy hunters, have been approached to create the perfect trophy list for the hottest upcoming PlayStation game, God of War Ragnarok. Now, before we get into the perfect trophy list, let us go over some rules because, yes, everybody, trophies do have rules. So, I've been looking at a lot of the PlayStation exclusive trophies and looking at their list. So firstly, let's start with the breakdown because the points are very important. You're supposed to have a certain set amount of points for each game. I believe if we have a look at this list, most...
Yeah, do you know when you...
Yes.
Do you know when you showed me the points thing?
Yes.
I had never seen that before in my life.
Oh, it's real.
I had no idea a platinum is 180 or a bronze is 50. This is all new information to me.
Well, that's why we have to abide by the rules. Because this is...
No,
you will get
We're
rejected.
not.
For real.
No, we're not. Listen, it's the perfect trophy list, okay?
Yeah.
We don't have to abide by rules. We are revolutionizing the entire industry.
Do you know what? Because you said the word revolutionize, I'm actually going to let you off because I do quite like that. But in a normal world, normally your trophies are supposed to add up to 1,350 points. So most PlayStation exclusives do that.
I don't think I looked into that. I don't think it's exactly 1,350. I think it's around that. You can go up or down, but around that.
It's like a good baseline. So for those of you unawares, a bronze trophy is 15 points. A silver trophy is 30 points. A gold trophy is 90 points. And a platinum trophy is 180 points. So this
that was your best darts impression, was it?
Do you know what? I kind of whipped out slightly. I was like,
you did. Do you want to do it again?
180.
There we go.
So this is how you level up, Adam. This is the maths behind.
Do people care about levels?
Not anymore. They ruined it.
So we can throw this all out.
Well, of course, I suppose. So that's kind of what I'm aiming for, to try and make the perfect trophy list within the rules. So Adam and I put together this, we started working on this whiteboard to try and, put some ideas together. So this is the rule book that I put. So base game trophies must add up to the total, which is 13,050 points, like all first-party games. Trophy list should follow standard normal trophy weightings as seen in other games. So we're not doing anything crazy, like it's not take 2 steps and you get a gold trophy. We're going to keep this within the realms of reality. All right, I'm glad you're on board with that. And the trophy list must explore a range of PlayStation trophy types and not be all story-based, because we want to make a perfectly balanced trophy list in my mind. And the reason we're doing God of War, Adam, is because you are the God of War expert in my mind. You're a big fan of the game.
Yep.
Plural. And so I think that you'd be able to give some good insight and knowledge, and I'm just here to anchor you sometimes, if you go off the rails.
You are here to hold me back, it sounds like.
No, we're doing this legit. This is proper.
Oh, sorry, yes, I gotta remember, we are doing this together, okay?
Yes, together. So where do you want to begin? Should we talk about, did you like the God of War original trophy list?
Oh, I can do much better than that.
Oh.
So, now, so over here, the trophy exploration thing.
Mm-hmm.
Is this, do you have in your head already an idea of what you would like to see?
I have, so my notes aren't as thorough. My notes are kind of like what types of trophies I believe that we should have, explore the scale, not just have all story, not just all like blah, blah, blah. I feel like there should be certain types of trophies that every list has that we've got to nail. That includes collectibles.
Okay. I've went into details.
Hang
on a second. What did you just say?
I'm talking about all that. We're not making new trophies here. So if there's collectibles, there's collectible trophies. If there's...
Hang on there.
Yes, okay.
Did you platinum God of War 2018?
I did.
What do you think of those ravens?
Yeah, they weren't great, I'll give you that. But then we're going to correct the mistake.
Yeah, I'm going to correct them. No collectible trophies.
No.
Done. There can be collectibles, but no trophies assigned them. The reward of finding the collectible should be enough. It should be a piece of lore. It should be something interesting. A trophy tied to it, not needed.
Not even if it's just 10.
For this one, because the collectibles were so atrocious in the first game, out.
Damn, I feel like this is a staple of trophies.
And much like the dinosaurs, it should die.
I just don't, people like collecting things, sometimes.
No, they don't, Lucy.
No, if they're good.
On.
What if we made them good?
But they already had one shot and they failed, so...
But we're going to help them, hopefully.
Yeah, and I'm going to help them by not saddling them with the burden of making their collectibles interesting.
But you know they are going to have collectibles in the game.
They are bits of lore. That's good.
So you're wasting that person's time.
No, it's just because it's not part of a trophy doesn't mean it's a waste of time, Lucy.
No, but somebody has made collectibles, and you're saying that no one cares about them, so we're not going to reward anyone.
No one cares about them if they're assigned to a trophy. It's just a checklist type deal.
Okay, fine.
If it's an actual, for example, the first game, God of War, has these bits of lore, these kind of like little shrine things, and there's lore about Norse mythology. They're cool, and Atreus often makes a little remark about it. That's good.
We'll do that then.
But they're good enough on their own. They don't need a trophy tied to them.
Okay, well, I think that could be the collectible.
Yeah, but then you reduce it to looking up a guide and trying to find all 10 instead of just find them throughout the world, and it's like this nice little surprise.
I wonder if there's a way that you could make collectibles not need a guide. That's a discussion for another day, but I wonder if they could be like organic somehow.
Spider-Man Miles Morales does that. It just puts everything on the map. That's an open world game.
Yeah, true.
And it's easy to, and it's New York City, so it's like it's obvious what it is. Everyone knows it. You don't have to have a fog of war and unveil the map like in Horizon.
Yeah. Okay. Fair dues. So that was what
Do you want to see my?
Okay.
Do you want to see my trophy list?
Well, I was going to ask also about difficulty, which I was like, do we want to put it? But you were very much like you didn't want to.
No difficulty.
Okay. Well,
I've come up with something better than having a difficulty trophy.
Let me confirm my notes.
Okay, go on.
I just want to see if I'm hitting the points that I thought that, because I put some trophies in to kind of balance the list out. So maybe if you hit me with your list, and then I will judge, I guess.
Okay. Because I used to think there always should be a difficulty trophy, but like then the first God of War had beat the Valkyrie Queen, which she's difficult on easy and she's difficult on any difficulty level. So I kind of like that. And not everyone can beat the game on the hardest difficulty, but the game should still be a challenge. And it's up to the person. You can beat it on easy, beat it on normal, hard, or give me God of War difficult. That's up to the person. I like that. So here's my trophy list. Can you avert your eyes?
Okay.
Because it's in a list. I want to make sure it actually pastes in properly.
So while you're doing this, did you like the 2018 God of War trophy list then? Or was it just a collectibles?
I thought it was better than some. Avert your eyes, Lucy.
I realised I don't really need to cover my eyes with my hands. Closing your eyelids does the job too.
Okay, Lucy. Behold, I've revolutionised trophy hunting.
Okay, right. Is this in any particular order?
I have put down the gold, the silver, and the bronze.
Oh, okay, interesting. Okay, so I'm about to play God of War Ragnarok. Oh boy, I'm so excited. Oh, I can't wait to get the plan on this game. What have I got to do? Beat the game without... What are you doing over here? Okay, beat the game without axe. Beat the game... You want me to play the game 3 times? Beat the game without blades and beat the game without magic? Is this what you're asking?
I didn't say you have to do it 3 separate playthroughs.
No. This isn't acceptable.
There's flexibility here, okay? There's read through the rest of them and I'll explain the reasoning behind them.
Right. Post credits beat story. Silver? Really? You're just going to give us a silver for that? Okay, fine.
So the reasoning behind that, I know. Go through the rest of them. I'll tell you the reason behind each one.
It's a very short trophy list. Okay.
14.
What? This is by design?
Yeah, 14, and the 15th is the platinum.
Well, we need to do some. Okay, fine. Beat Thor with his hammer. I like that. That's cool. Beat post game silver. Oh,
so
okay.
Valkyrie Queen, that sort of thing.
I like that. Dress Kratos like God of War 1, new game plus armor. Okay, I like that. That's good. Upgrade Kratos.
Standard, not to max.
Nice. Upgrade Atreus. Get armor for Mimir. Nice. Destroy Athena's statue. What's this in relation to?
So this will be a hidden thing. The way in God of War 2018, Athena made an appearance. So there's going to be an Athena statue in the next game, and it's not sure if it's going to be a real thing or just Kratos' mind playing tricks with him, but he's going to destroy it as a way of unshackling himself from the past life once and for all, severing that tie.
This is what I needed you for the lore trophies. I like that. See characters home, no combat.
You missed one.
Oh, sorry. Compliment the boy. Is that just a...
I got more detail on that. Well, that's a tearjerker.
Oh, nice. I like that. See characters home, no combat. What's this?
Do you know the young lady? She's like Atreus' age you saw in the trailer.
Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. And then set a soul-free side mission with bronze.
Do you know the way in the first game there's this intricate series of side missions where a father is trying to find his son, who then son
like
killed
that.
the father, and something like that.
Oh. Okay, I'm down with those. I definitely like compliment the boy, because that sounds like a nice little cheeky Easter egg type trophy.
Okay. Can I explain my reasoning now?
Yes, go for it. This feels very akin to like Last of Us. You're going for minimalist trophies, simplistic.
So, there's no difficulty. So beat the game without your axe.
Yes.
That's like, hey, a fun challenge. Do you know where like Resident Evil, beat the game without using the item box, beat the game with your knife only. That's sort of like, oh, you beat the game your first time, and then you look at the trophy list and go, oh, I didn't know you can beat the game without your axe.
What if you can't?
I didn't know you can beat the game without magic, and I didn't know you beat the game without your blades. Now, for the truly crazy people, it will be possible to beat the game without your axe, blades, or magic, and just bare fisting, smashing dudes in the face all the way through. If you're up for the challenge. But you can also just separate in 3 different playthroughs if that's more your speed.
I thought you were just going to say, oh, you could just not get the trophies and not get the platinum.
That's up to you. Do you understand the kind of like, it's a challenge and it's inspired by Resident Evil and just a new way to play the game you would not have thought of before?
I do get it, and I like the idea. I'm just wondering, does it work for God of War? It works for Resident Evil.
You can definitely not use the axe or not use the blades and get through all of. You can play through the game with one or either.
Okay.
One or the other. That's easy.
I'll trust you on that.
Yeah. The post credits beating the story. I always hate when that's the only story related trophy.
Okay.
That's it.
Why?
I don't like story trophies. I think they interrupt. No, they interrupt. Say for example, a character dies. It's a big emotional scene, and then, bing. You just sucked all the energy out of it. Have a bit of weight. No story trophies, and I said post credits. So you beat the story, and post credits, which you can skip. Then you get the trophy. Because, for example, in the original 2018 God of War, they scatter the ashes, and then, ding. Well, you just ruined the moment you've been building to for 20 hours.
Yeah, I agree on that point. I found that annoying with Uncharted 3. They did the same thing to me. But I do like, after beating a boss battle, getting a trophy. It feels like you accomplished something. Feel like you're making progress.
Beating the boss was accomplishment enough.
No.
Come on, the music swells. Kratos stands there looking cool. Satisfied.
But I want a trophy to be satisfied. To prove that I did the thing. Because otherwise no one will know. If a tree falls in the forest, does it make a sound? Has it even fallen?
Well, there's the thing. There's the trophy for beating the game, so people will know you beat the game.
Okay, fine.
Okay. Beating Thor with his hammer. So when you beat Thor in your first game, you get his hammer as a weapon. And then New Game Plus, you beat him using his own hammer, and that unlocks a trophy. So
you're just speculating that we're gonna get his hammer, right?
I would imagine so.
Okay,
like if you beat if that iconic Thor hammer, I imagine if you beat him, you'll get the hammer off him to use. I would imagine so.
Okay.
Beat the post game, something akin to the Valkyrie. Kind of like, you know, a series of increasingly more difficult challenges. No Niflheim.
No, agreed. No, there's no need for that.
Yeah, so in New Game Plus, they added the armor inspired by Ares. So it's like, well, add Kratos' like his outfit, the fucking loincloth and all that sort of stuff, his Greek look from God of War 1. That'd be a nice little thing for New Game Plus. Standard upgrade, the boy upgrade Kratos. Get armor from Ymir. You might have remembered at the end of God of War 2018.
Yeah.
The 2 dwarves took measurements from Ymir and then scattered.
Oh, did they? Oh.
So the idea is that they're going to send you on a bunch of quests to find parts from Ymir, and then he will eventually have a body for himself.
Oh.
He won't be a severed head anymore.
I love this. Like, you're bringing the lore to it. I'm really pumped.
Yeah. And that's optional. So all these ones here are just kind of a thing of, oh, I didn't know that was a mission. Yeah. That's like, I didn't know I could do that. They'd all be hidden.
I see. Okay. You're making me want to make a box of my trophies after yours.
Yeah. The story thing is attached to us that compliment the boy.
Oh, I like this, yes.
So there'll be 3 instances in the game where it'll just be kind of a nice, somber, quiet moment. Like, for example, do you know the way, like, Atreus in the sequel is now a teenager?
Yeah.
So let's say at some point you're overlooking a vista similar to the way you overlooked one in the first game. And, you know, when all the trees are changing, the forest is changing, and like, oh my God. And Atreus will be looking out of that and be like, wow. And you just have this moment of pensive thing of if mom could have only seen what we did.
Oh,
and then there's kind of a beat, and then he says, I miss her. Oh. Kratos is standing back from him and he says, me too. Another pause.
Yeah.
You know, she would have been proud of you. I'm proud of you.
I didn't know you wrote the script.
The camera is looking at the back of Atreus, and he kind of bows his head a bit, and you just hear, and then Kratos says, come on, let's go.
Oh my God, get this man to Santa Monica ASAP to write this.
So it'll be a kind of, do you know, in The Last of Us, there's the optional triangle over their head. So Atreus looks over the thing, and then if you don't notice it, they'll be like, oh, there'll be a little press triangle over his head, and then that will initiate the optional conversation. And there'd be 3 moments of that where it's just Kratos, you know, saying nice things to the boy. And at the very end of the 3rd one, there's a trophy. But the trophy is second. The trophy just basically tell you, hey, by the way, did you know you can do this?
Oh, it reminds me of Ellie's joke book. After
that's it. That's good comparison.
We know.
Yeah.
That's why we've been asked to do this job in the fictional universe, clearly.
Yeah. Jim Ryan knocked on my door. He pounded. He was like, please guide us.
I think he might have got the bus back home after seeing those first 3 trophies, though.
Get fucked.
When Jim gets the bus, he obviously got chauffeured. Like, thank you. Off he goes.
The final 2 things. See characters home, no combat. There's meant to be a love story between the 2 of them. And what I want to do is Kratos play the kind of chaperone role. Yeah. Where you have to kind of, you know, just Kratos being kind of the awkward dad as his boy is having his first girlfriend. And if you are nice to her, eventually she'll say, well, do you want to meet my people? Or do you want to meet where my people work? So I think the lore-wise, she's kind of the last of her kind, that sort of thing. And she will take Kratos and Atreus to her home. There's no combat. None of this is combat related. There's no combat. Okay. It's just walking around a village that it's kind of run down. And there aren't that many of her kind left, if any. And when Kratos is looking around at just the destitute nature of everything, it just brings back memories of him and how his life went to shit. And she's talking about, well, I'm mostly all alone now. And Kratos would kind of nod, and then at that point, that's the turning point in his character between being kind of standoff towards her and actually embracing her as like, all right, we have something deeply in common here.
Aww. Why does it say no combat? Is it just because it's just a talking, like getting to a
none of seeing her village, none of the bits with her and Atreus, none of the bits of seeing her village has any combat related to it.
Okay, I understand.
It's kind of a walk and take in the sights and sounds.
Okay. And then the final one is a kid, like, you know, trying to do the same side. Okay.
What do you think?
I feel like I'm your lecturer or your tutor or something. You've handed in your homework, and I'm now
homework. It's done.
And I'm like, oh, I've got to assess now. Okay, well, I do like, you know, the revolutionize. If this, I'm gonna be honest with you, Adam. If this was a trophy list that was presented to me when I got the game, I would be like, what's this? There's nothing for me to do. Like, I like
what?
No, because everything is like the long game. There's no just like, oh, I feel like having a bit of a snack trophy today. I like getting some snack trophies. Everything's a meal.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
First of all, look at all the optional side quest stuff.
But I have to do them all.
Yeah.
Yeah, eventually, but I like having a few, like, have a little, throw the dog a bone sometimes. Rough, like a nice.
No, listen, it's God of War Ragnarok. You're going to play the game and get sucked into the world so much you won't even think about trophies until you finish it. And then the first trophy pops of you beating the story after the credits. And I go, oh yeah, I forgot about trophies. Let's check out the list. Oh shit, there's a lot to do. I'm so thrilled. There's so much more to play.
You don't want any trophies until you finish the game?
Until you finish the story.
Oh, I don't know how I feel about that. That's taken a shot to my heart.
What are they going to do? Give, you found 10 collectibles. Do. Okay, now this is meant to be a collaboration.
Okay, yes.
Even though we're both a bit stubborn. Okay, yes, make copy and paste, and you can make adjustments to the list.
Okay, so this is what I put, and they're not as detailed and thorough as lore tied as yours. But my first rule would have been no missable trophies. Okay, I think we could agree on that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So that would have been a thing I would have done. Where am I? I'm lost in. Should I just erase yours or?
You can use your text thing, and you can, because it's a copy. So,
well,
don't erase it. What would you?
We've got it next to each other, so I would have 11 story-related trophies.
But like. Okay. Sorry, it's your turn to present. I will shut up.
It's my turn. So I'd have 11. So trophies for boss fights, story beats in games, and then finally for beating the game, which is your post-credits scene one. So, and of course, the final one would be the gold trophy with some smatterings of bronze. Okay. I would then have. This is weird because I know what to do with tabs. 2 or 3 trophies for side quests. All right. I don't know how many side quests there are going to be, but I think side quests are nice. I like yours. So that ties in with your soul one. I would then have... Okay, this is what I've called something. I don't know what this means, but I like these types of trophies, and you have made some trophies like this. 3 potentially incidental trophies, I've called them. One's for doing miscellaneous things like finding Easter eggs, optional conversations, stuff like that. I don't know. I think that ties into the ones that you like. Then some accumulative trophies, because I like being rewarded for playing the game. I like when you just do things. It's like, oh, I love when a trophy pops and you don't know it's going to happen. It's it makes me feel happy. That's how my dopamine goes off. I'm like, oh, what did I do? And I go straight to the trophy list and I try and find out what it is that I achieved. So as you can see, mine is less thought out. So I'd have accumulative kill X many enemies for Sparta. I actually named one. Use Spartan rage X many times to finish enemies. That's incorrect grammar. Maybe perfect parried X many times. Oh yeah, I have got 1 collectible for trophies, but collectibles need to be easy to find, and maybe you don't need to get all of them because I feel like that's a cornerstone.
You can delete my thing there underneath yours. You can delete all that. Yeah.
And we can come together at the end. As you can see, mine was more like a ragtag list. Okay, I also like in my trophies. I also had fully upgrade stuff, as you do. Let's just shove that in there because I think that's a good thing to have. Is armor based trophy, get to level 7 or whatever if that's still in the game. Fully upgrade a weapon, both weapons, however you want to slice and dice it. Then I wanted a skill based / challenging trophy because I think a trophy list should be a little bit hard. I agree with your sentiment. So 1 skill based, 1 challenging, the Valkyrie Queen, if that's still a thing. So we still want to beat those. And then, okay, here's some random ones. Let's see if I can remember what I meant when I put these. These could be controversial, one of them. So if I just press this little button here, I can move this down. So I kind of want some kind of difficulty. So I've put, this is God of War. Get to the title screen / clear the first area on the hardest difficulty, which is give me God of War mode. But you can do a full give me God of War mode trophy in DLC. But I think that I like giving people a taste. You got to try it. See if you can get to the God of War Ragnarok screen on the hardest difficulty.
They do that in Doom.
Okay. Oh yeah, they do, don't they? It's I like that. 100% completion. Beat all stories, missions, side quest, optional bosses, collectibles, fully upgrade, blah, blah, blah. I think that's a must-have. I like getting 100% everything. And then the final one, which is another combat one, is maybe complete a combat challenge area without getting hit or doing specific moves, like how Batman Arkham Origins does. Because I always liked those. I mean, it may not be exactly the same, but okay. Use your Spartan Rage. Make sure you use a Blaze of Chaos thing and a to rope it all. So that's my list. It's got some ideas there that maybe we could.
I like some of it. I do.
Some of it. That's a compliment.
Yeah, I am. Okay, now here's the task.
Okay.
We gotta somehow. Ooh, we'd have black balls. We got 3 black balls each that we can blackball each other's trophy lists. So if there's something on mine you don't like, you can blackball it. And if something on your I don't like, I can blackball it. And then we combine the 2 lists and see what we have.
Okay, all right. I like these rules. People can also just vote if they want which trophy list they prefer to do.
No. The people aren't involved in this. This is me
true.
and you. We're going to gym in the morning and saying, "Hey, Jimmy."
9 a.m. Monday morning.
Sorted.
Okay, so why don't you go first so I can learn the blackballing rules?
The black ball.
Go on then. You hit first.
All right. Where's collectibles?
Okay, so I just have to accept it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, and once you do it, this is inspired by Frasier, by the way. Anyone watching?
Okay.
You ever watch Frasier?
No.
It's brilliant. Okay, so black ball.
Oh, okay, fine. I'll accept.
That felt good.
I'm glad you didn't put the speed run in there because that would have been a travesty.
Yeah, I decided against it. Now you get to look at mine, and you don't have to blackball.
Oh,
So
don't
if there's
worry.
something there, you don't have to, because I think mine is perfect. But if you want to blackball something, you may.
I think I will get rid of one of these playing the games. I get it. I get the idea.
Okay, hang on.
Yeah.
If you've got 3, you can't get rid of all 3.
I won't get rid of all of them. I'll get rid of them.
Mostly.
It's hard though because you have less to get rid of.
Maybe you should only have 2 black balls.
Maybe, yeah. I'm trying to think. I find magic's quite a big part of the game, so I feel like in my mind I'm like playing the game. I'm gonna press magic by accident, so I think that's out of order. So I'm getting rid of magic.
Okay.
Because I think it'd be easier to play with just the.
Gotta do that again. You didn't say black ball.
Oh, black ball! Have I got to press Control Z?
Oh no, bring it back. Bring it back and
Turn it
actually
back,
do it
okay.
proper. Come on now.
All right, here we go. Ready? Da-da-da-da-da. Black ball.
See, it's so much better.
Okay, where are you going?
Gotta get rid of the story stuff.
What? No, fine.
It's
fine.
11.
Yeah, because it's nice to get progress.
So you watch? You pop one of these every hour, every 50 minutes.
I mean, it would make me feel nice. A trophy every hour.
No. You got to work for your trophies, Lucy. Okay.
But sometimes fine. I'm not going to go over the same.
Black ball.
Ow. Okay, so I've got one more for yours.
Now, technically, I've deleted 11 of your trophies.
Yeah,
so maybe you should get 3
one.
black balls.
Well, I don't know if I have really much of a grievance with any of the others, to be honest. Like, I don't want to, as I said, I don't want to get rid of beat the game without the axe and the blades again. That makes sense. I like that. I do like that. I like that. I mean, I'm not happy about beating the game without the axe and without the blades, but I don't want to blackball everything. Maybe I might just get rid of the blades one.
I think I would push. If you're going to delete one of them, I would say delete.
Oh, the axe. That's the main weapon.
But
yeah, that makes sense.
No, keep the axe because everyone's going to use the axe. It's like, hey, maybe try out just the blades.
Yeah, so beat
maybe
the game without the axe.
Beat the game without blades. So then it will encourage people to play through the entire game just
we're
using.
doing the other way around. Okay, cool. Yeah, because the reason I'll go through again. The reason I don't like this is because it's asking too much of me. How long is this game? Is it 30 hours, 40 hours? You want me to play the game 40 hours every time?
No. I imagine up till the beating the story would be about 18 to 20.
That's a lot of my time.
You can do this on New Game Plus.
Resident Evil games, you can beat them within like 5 hours. Which is why.
Okay, that's a good point.
Thank you. So I think this is a lot. As my friend would say, that is just too much. Okay.
But I was going to do a playthrough combining all 3 of them.
Well, good fucking luck. Okay. Black ball.
All right. Let me see about yours. Okay, so I think, the side quests are grand. The incidental trophies, fine. Cumulative trophies.
I think you've covered those, yeah.
The combat challenges. I think I'm not too keen on the 100% completion because I don't think it's a game like that.
Okay,
if it was open worlds, sure, but it would be it'd be kind of like. So I'm not sure if you want to have that kind of ticker.
That's okay. I like a good checklist myself. That's why it appeals to me, but I understand it's not for everybody. So
Yeah.
I would yield on that.
Uh, I'm okay. The hardest difficulty, just play through the first area to get the title screen. It's a nice. I don't know. I wasn't too fan of it in Doom either, because like I'm not going to go any further because I don't. I'm only doing it for the trophy. I'm not doing it because I want. If I want to play the hardest difficulty, I would play the hardest difficulty.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of stuck between which one of those two to delete.
I mean, I think that one is a bit like you go to the restaurant and it gives you an appetizer. I mean, you don't have to stay at the restaurant if you don't like it.
But I'd like to see the conversion percentage of people who tried Doom on the hardest difficulty just for the trophy and then continued. I don't think it was that high. So I'm gonna get rid of that one.
But was that really the point?
Sorry?
Is that even the point of the trophy though? Is it? I think it's just to make people try it.
Yeah, but I imagine people who are going to play the hardest difficulty won't play the hardest difficulty anyway, whether there was a trophy for it or not.
I did the Doom trophy, by the way, as well, and
Did you play the rest of the game?
No, because I was happy enough just getting. I felt like that was an accomplishment in itself because I didn't like the game enough to do it again. But I was like, yes, I did it, and I felt very satisfied with that. That felt like a mini achievement to me to be like, I'm not going to do the full game, but at least I can prove that I could play some of it on the hardest difficulty.
Okay. I'm still going to get rid of it.
Okay, fine.
With the thing of if you do the 100 completion, so when you beat the first God of War games, there'll be sort of if you beat on hardest difficulty, there'll be kind of a message from the developers afterwards. I would like that if you do 100% completion. I would like, a little note from the developers.
Yes.
Is it Resident Evil that does that? Shinji Mikami has it after Resident Evil 1?
I don't know, I can't remember. I just saw they have a little picture of them being like, yay.
I like that. Yeah, something from the developers saying thank you for completing our game 100% and doing everything we made. Okay, so I'm getting rid of beating the first level on the hardest difficulty.
I'll accept that.
Blackball!
Oh!
Okay, hang on now. I think between our two things.
I think we balanced it.
Yeah, I think we might figure out the overlap.
Okay, yes.
Because you have 2x3 for side. What's the 2x3 for side quests?
Oh, 2 or 3. Depending on how many side quests there were.
I already have side quests, so.
Because there were the dragons as well, weren't there, in the first one?
Yeah. So could we get rid of that one because I literally have side quests?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I'm glad that side quests.
You said 3 incidental.
Yes, you've got some of those covered actually with your Athena one, Compliment Boy.
See the character's home.
Yeah, I think so. I think scrap that because I'm happy that you've covered that brief.
Cumulative for Sparta. See, I'm okay with kind of this sort of stuff.
Like, but what if I did this?
You'd be playing the game and you'll get it. You've got armor level base trophy and fully upgraded weapon.
Yes, which you've already covered, haven't you? Yes, let's scrap that.
One skill-based challenging trophy like the Valkyrie Queen. Yes. I also have beat post-game, so we were thinking the same thing. This is coming way down. We think alike in some areas. There's the Queen. Okay. I think we might actually be done.
Yeah, I think we've got it.
Just make yours.
Yeah, I just I added some numbers. So
make it black. Okay. I think we're done.
Cool. So you're happy to kill 1,000 enemies?
Wait, what?
I was waiting for you to see that.
When did you do that?
I'll put that back down to 100.
Now, to be fair,
you could reach that.
I think if you beat New Game Plus, you're going to kill 1,000 enemies.
I don't want it to be too annoying. I don't want people to be farming and grinding.
Can we say 500?
Okay, if you think that's going to happen. Yeah, all right. I take your
As in, I would want them to get it within the first third of New Game Plus. So whatever that number is, I want it to be about that.
Okay. And I've put 20 Spartan Rages and 10 Perfect Parries, because I got that kind of...
Spartans many times to finish. Why are you saying 20? Use it 20 times.
Well, yeah, I mean, yeah. Sorry, this is to finish. Yeah. So you go to that. Okay.
Okay.
Cool.
We did it.
So we run down what we, the trophy hunter expertise, have come up with.
Yeah.
All right, let's.
Oh, you didn't give a what are they? Bronze, silver, gold?
Oh,
for your
yeah, let's
things.
do that quickly. All right, so I'm going to put that as a silver. Very good pointing out for that. Silver. I think that's a bronze. We need to have a bit more bronze in this, to be honest. Some shrapnel. And I'll make that a bronze as well. 100% complete has got to be gold.
Yeah.
Oh, what level are we reach? Oh, well, next back, we don't need to do that. Because that's in there. So I'm going to make this a gold because it's very... That's always very... I love it. I love when you get 100% complete. It feels so satisfying. And then there's a kind of like, what next? And I feel like this, I'm going to give it a silver. I think that balances it out. Okay.
Okay, so now what I'm going to do
Am I going to count the points?
I'm going to... Actually, can you count the points? I'm going to put your list like where it belongs up here.
Okay, I think we're going to be under, you know, which is fine. That's an allowed practice. So 1 plus 180 plus 273. That only equals 540.
Perfect.
I feel like we should put a bit.
Do you know why? Because I made you take out 11 story trophies.
Oh yeah, you were cruel like that. They would have been bronzes as well. That would have bumped up the bronzes.
Well, what we can do is post credits. If you beat the story, that could be a gold, and if you beat the post game, that should probably be a gold.
Okay. I don't know what's 180.
If you beat something like the Valkyrie Queen, I think that should be a gold. So let's make that a gold.
Oh wait, hang on. Now we're changing. We're changing. What's happening?
We changed the silver to gold.
Have we got two golds, two new golds now?
Actually, you know what? Beating the main story, I think is silver.
So only one new gold. Oh my god.
Yeah. So 1 silver to 1 gold.
So that's now 270. God, I wish I was good at maths. And then take away 30 equals 4. That's literally only added like 10 plus.
How did you go down?
Wait, so I'm trying to do some mad maths over here. Plus, I thought I could be like, oh yeah, I'm a hotshot that knows maths, but I'm gonna have to just calculate it with Google.
It's 600.
Really? How did you do that? It's like, why did you make me do the maths? There's me. I'm like, oh my god. I'm like Winona Ryder at the Oscars or whatever, going, I'm trying to work this out. 600. Okay.
Perfect.
Not getting much.
I'm happy with that.
Okay. Well, if we're happy.
No filler, no faff.
Oh, killer, no filler.
Play the game, enjoy it. Tracks you along the way, rewards you, but plenty of post-game stuff, and also a load of optional stuff that you may not have been aware about, and some really sweet moments like complimenting the boy. I'm happy.
Yeah. Apart from the story
Ship
missions, I am happy. I think we've come together for a good list. So here we are. Let's take the final look at the God of War Ragnarok that we've come up with. Are you, ladies and gentlemen, watching at home, are you happy with this list? The ultimate judges. We'll have to see in the comments below, I'm sure.
Oh, also a little thing, anyone saying, oh, it's only 600 points, what about my level? No one gives a shit about the levels anymore. It's all about the number of platinums, and you get a platinum.
Oh yeah, wait, hang on, I didn't add the platinum. But I don't realize
That's
that. Plat equals 1. Oh, that'll bump it up. Mathematician?
Come on now, Lucy.
Okay, that's 780. Ta-da! Okay, I feel a bit more satisfied about this. Oh, well, thank you for joining me and helping create this perfect trophy list.
So when the God of War Ragnarok trophy list comes out, if it's not as good as this, Jim Ryan, you owe me a check and a job at PlayStation.
Oh, but
I basically go around to the studios and bitch slap them into place until their trophy list is as good as this.
They'd say, but what about the rule
And
book?
Susie,
Oh, how many did we have? Because God of War had 37 trophies originally, so we went for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Only 17 trophies. Okay, fine.
yeah, no filler.
I think that's less than Last of
All
Us.
goodness.
Okay, fine. I'll just play some other games to get some quick trophies for my soul.
Yeah.
Alright, cool.
Done.
How do we sign off?
Bye, folks.
Goodbye! Oh, I should probably say on my one, don't forget to watch Adam's video to see the full cut down of how this came to be.